you beautiful people, welcome back to the RA Visuals YouTube channel. Today we are going to get back to some good old streaming content. That's right, a few of you guys always ask me a few of the same questions regarding what I use to stream and how exactly I start my live streams almost every time I go live. So I figured I could address those questions in a video for you guys and hopefully help you guys out.
Do you know what'll also help you guys out? Checking out some merch from my merch store. RA Visuals merch is finally here, fam. We have partnered up with streamerwear.com to bring you some really awesome and high quality threads with your favorite RA Visuals logo on them. We have hats, shirts, pullovers, hoodies, heck, we even have coasters for your coffee mug if you want. I've also included an alternate logo version that you can get every item in as well, so be sure to check that out. Of course, everything you grab supports the channel and helps me keep making more content for you guys to enjoy. So head over to streamerwear.com and check out my collection using the merch link in the description and cop some fresh new gear to show off to your friends.
Okay, getting right into this, the first question I always see is, what do you use to stream? Now, I've made a few videos on the channel already covering some of the gear I use to stream, but I'll quickly go over it again in the beginning of this video anyway, so those of you that are new to the channel and have not seen that will be up to speed. The second question is the one we'll actually go over in a little more detail here today in the video, and that is, how do you start your live streams while streaming to multiple platforms? I get asked this a lot, and thankfully there is an awesome service out there called Restream, and it allows you to stream to multiple platforms of your choice all at the same time, and all the while keeping your chat, your alerts, your bot commands, and more, and all in one place. And Restream did actually help out the channel with this video, and they are sponsoring this video, so I got to give them a shout out and say thank you for them helping me out with this. And now, yes, this is sponsored, but guys, I have been using their service for a full year now, and I can honestly say that it has been nothing short of amazing for me, so I actually really wanted to showcase their service to you guys. And I'm affiliated with them too, so if you do find their service something that you would want to use and something that may help your own stream, you can always check the link in the description and use my link and get yourself started as well. Anyway, with that jazz out of the way, let's get started by quickly going over my gear that I use to live stream every Tuesday and Thursday. Or sometimes Wednesdays. It just depends on the week, guys. You know what I'm talking about. All right, guys, so here is the setup that you guys have seen before right there. A couple new additions like that nice little shelf back there that I put a few extra GPUs on. But anyway, first thing I always do before I start streaming, turn some lights on. So as you see, just so the camera could actually see something, I put my underglow lights on, which are just the LEDs around the bottom and back of the desk. And then I turn my nano leaves on. So those provide some nice backlighting. It's just, you know, extra fill lighting and stuff like that. I'm gonna have a lot of lighting in this video, so if you guys wanna see a full video on how I just light my scenes for my stream even, let me know in the comments below, and I will do a full video on that. But anyway, I turn those on, and then let's move over to, I'm gonna exaggerate some of this. This is usually always on, but here you go. I have a remote for this. Let's turn the PC lights on. There you go, some extra lights there. And then right here, this is my little LED wand light. I use this in the background of my shot now. So let's turn this guy on. There you go. It's a nice little pinkish reddish hue, which looks pretty cool because my camera is usually facing right towards it. And then you see this in the background of my shot. So I just added that because I thought it looked cool. And then of course right here we got another remote, and these are to the Gobi lights back here. So let's turn these on if they want to go on. There we go. I'm gonna go ahead and use a nice little teal green color this time. So it lights up the background right there. Guys, I highly suggest putting lighting in the background of your scene, but again, I will go over that in another video if you guys want to see that. And then I go ahead and go over here, and then I use my key light. I make sure I turn this guy on. So let's go ahead and flip this guy on right there. Boom. And that provides a ton of light. This is probably a really bright shot now, but there you go. We got a whole key light pointing towards me where I'm gonna be sitting right there. And then, as far as I'm concerned, it usually looks like enough light on my shot, so that is my lighting. Okay, real quick, since we've already talked about my gear a few times in other videos, I'll just go ahead and glance over it real fast before we get into the other stuff in the video. But the PC right there that I'm using, that I game and I stream on. So just so you guys know, I do both on one PC right now. So that PC, CPU is a Ryzen 9 3950X. The RAM is 32 gigabytes of Corsair Vengeance RGB Pro, and it's 3200 megahertz RAM. And then the GPU, which is the most important part because that's what allows me to game and stream at the same time, is the RTX 2080. So there you go. That's really all you guys need to know as far as the hardware that I use to stream. The CPU and the GPU are the most important part, so that's what that is. And then if we go over here, let's talk about my cameras. My main camera I use to actually do my face cam is just a Sony a6000. It normally has the Sigma 16mm f1.4 lens, but it's actually on the camera right now, but that's what I normally use for my face cam. And then when I do top-down shots, I have it on this little arm right here. When you guys see me doing keyboards, I use my A6500 right here with this nice 16 to, what is this, 16 to 35 mil lens that I use. It's actually a full frame lens, but it works great for top-down stuff, so I use that. And there's the cameras, and then down here, I just use my InnoGear mic arm right there, and that is connected to my Rode Pod mic that you guys just saw me do a video on earlier this week, and that is connected over here to the Focusrite Scarlett Solo with the cloud lifter as well to give this thing some more gain and whatnot. So you guys want to see why I use that kind of stuff, check out that video. And then, you know, you see my keyboard, my mouse over there, there's a glorious Model O. And then, of course, there's my extra Blue Yeti, and that's what I use when I do keyboard stuff to just do typing sounds. That's all I use that for. And so, yeah, that's really it, you guys. That's honestly all I use to basically make my streams work. And the rest is basically all inside the computer with different softwares, and we're going to show you that right now. Okay, and now that you have a better understanding of the gear that I use to stream, let's talk about my process for actually setting it all up to go live on YouTube and Twitch at the same time every stream.
All right, you guys, so now that we are over at the computer, basically the next thing I do is I take a look at I call them my tabs. So let me show you real quick. So I basically open up all the different tabs that I'm gonna need when I start streaming. So first thing I do, I always stream to YouTube and Twitch. So I open both of those things and I get those figured out real quick. Like on YouTube, you can see right now, I'm going to be streaming tonight. So I already have one set up. There's already people in the chat right there and they're already getting ready. There's a couple people like the video. Thanks guys. So basically all I do is if you're setting up a stream in YouTube, I basically just make sure I have all my stuff in it. I put a title on there and then I go down here and I do all of my different things. Put a thumbnail right there because we're doing a giveaway for that keyboard and we're playing Little Nightmares 2 tonight. And yeah, so I basically make sure I put everything in there that needs to be in there, and I schedule the stream for the time. It's always at 6:30 p.m. So I do that on YouTube first, and then I go ahead and go over to Twitch, do the exact same thing, make sure I have my title right, make sure the time's right, all that kind of stuff. And guys, this is where it gets kind of fun. It's like, I know you guys are going to ask me, how do you make sure that you're able to stream to both of these at the exact same time? I'm going to show you. I'm going to use Restream, like I said before, and I basically just go to my Restream dashboard over here. And so you guys can basically add as many channels as you want with Restream, you guys. You can choose from all these different types of things. You have Facebook Live, Twitch, YouTube. There's a ton of them. And so, yeah, if you want to add a new channel, you just click it, you sign in, and then you're good to go. So the two that I use, like I said, are just Twitch and then YouTube. So as you can see, Twitch, it automatically updates most of the time. And then YouTube, you got to basically just do this right here. It's just the thing with YouTube. You just got to edit the settings. And then you got to choose the event that you already made. So basically, I just choose my my stream that I'm going to do tonight. And then, yeah, click save right there. And once that saves, it should just take a second. But once it saves, yep, there we go. It should be good to go. So, yeah, with YouTube, it doesn't actually update the title unless you manually do it, but Twitch does it automatically, and that's just a matter of YouTube and Twitch and the way they work. So yeah, so that's basically how you add the two streams to your Restream queue right here. So that way when you press go live, it'll actually go to both of those different platforms. And then of course, guys, other tabs, I use Streamlabs to do my alerts. So I make sure those alerts are set up correctly. Same thing with Streamlabs right here for my merch. And then I go to Spotify, make sure I get some stream beats ready to go so I can have some music to play for you guys. And then of course, tonight we are doing a giveaway. So I make sure I go to the nice Gleam.io landing page and I have that set up. So that way when the giveaway happens, I'm ready to do it for you guys. So that is basically the tabs that I have right here. And now you may be wondering, you're like, well, can I just press stream and go? No, it's you gotta set it up a little bit. So guys, I want you guys to understand with Restream, you actually can do your entire stream, set it all up in their own studio right here, okay? I'm not gonna do the entire thing in this video, but I want you guys to know you don't have to use any other service if you don't want to. With Restream, you can basically just go to their own live studio. I'll actually show you real quick just what it looks like. You can go to their own live studio right here, and then you can actually set up your own stream like through this and actually use this to do everything. You can do captions, graphics, setups, or you can play videos, all that different stuff. So that's just a little thing of it. Obviously, it's not finding my camera because I'm not letting it right now. But anyway, let's just go back to that. So that's Restream, you guys, just like glancing over it. But how do you actually get it set up in a different software like OBS, because I use OBS to actually run my streams. So I'm going to switch over to that. I'm going to let you guys know how exactly I do that. Okay, everybody, now we are in OBS here. So you can see this is open broadcast software right here. And this is what a lot of people use to run their streams and stuff like that. And like I said, you don't have to use it if you don't want to. You can just go right into Restream Studio and do that. But if you want to still use this, if you've been using this or maybe something else like this, you totally can with Restream still. So I'm going to show you how I get that to actually work, and you can actually have your alerts show up. You can have your chat show up, all that different stuff. I'm going to go through that right now. So basically, to get Restream into OBS right here, all you got to do is you got to go to your settings real quick. And then in settings, let me move that over here so you can still see me a little bit. Go to stream. And then right here, you can see service. So basically, if you guys know how to use OBS, you would normally, like, if you're streaming to YouTube, you would just go YouTube RTMP, right? Or Twitch or Facebook Live, whichever one you choose. But if you want to stream to all of them through using Restream, you just select Restream IO RTMP right there. So there's that. And then basically all you got to do after that is connect your account. So you can basically do this right here and connect your account, or you can just use a stream key that they give you on the website, because they do that too if you want to manually do it. But this is the easiest way to do it. So I'm going to do it right here. I'm not going to let you see my stuff. Obviously, I'm going to skip through that. So hold on. I'm just going to do this, enter my stuff, and I'll be right back. Okay. And then after you enter your stuff in there, it'll ask you really quick. It'll pop up and it'll say, do you want to allow Restream to use this service? You click allow, and then it's going to show you right here. It says your account. Obviously, it'll say, it doesn't say it's connected, but it'll say disconnect instead of connect now. So you're connected. And all you got to do after that, just click apply. And see, once you do that, let's go ahead and click OK. You'll see right here, you basically have your stream information that you can play with right here. I never really use this panel because I don't use this to update my stream information. Although again, you can, but I just don't do it personally. So I get rid of that. And so you can see my two things that I use to stream right here. I like to take it, put it over here. I put it on this bar right here, so that way I know when I do hit stream that these both are online and they're working. And then over here, here's your chat right there. And you can put this into OBS. I always put it over to the right side, and you basically have yourself a nice little chat bar right there. So anytime the chat comes up and you're monitoring your stream, you can see all your chat come up like that. And now you may be wondering, can you actually embed your chat in your stream? Yes, you can. Down here in the settings right there, it basically says embed in stream. You click that and it gives you a little copy link. You copy that link. I'm not going to show you guys because obviously I don't want you guys messing with it. But I'm going to go into, what do you call it? Down here, you basically go into your scenes right here. And if you want your chat in a scene, you basically just go to plus right here. And then you have to just do a browser. And then look, I already have it added right there. But basically you would just create a new browser, name it chat. And then you can just add it. I'll add existing to show you guys right there. So you just add it as chat, and then right there. And you guys can see Streamlabs is enabled right there. So you basically copy it, you paste it right in here, and then you press OK, and that's it. Now you guys might be wondering, can you edit the chat in the way it looks right here? Yes, you can. You just go back into settings, and then you go to embed in stream again. You go down, and you see all the settings right here. And once you make any changes, it'll actually show you right here exactly how it looks and what it will look like on your stream. So you can basically dial it in, get it exactly the way you want it, and you're good to go. Okay, guys, so I'm at my usual window that you guys are probably used to seeing me at. This is my just chatting pane right here that I usually start my streams with. And I'm going to use this to just show you guys something. Again, when you guys get chats and all that kind of stuff through Restream, you may be wondering, oh, does your Twitch chat come through? Does your YouTube chat come through? Yes, it does. And that's, again, why I use Restream to get my streams going. So I basically, I'm going to show you guys something real quick. I'm going to go to one of my windows here, and I'm going to show you guys. So I'll go to my YouTube one. I'll type a message. I'm just going to go, hey, guys. There you go. We'll type that, and watch. You'll see once we go back, you see my message from YouTube pop up right there. And then we'll do the same thing over on Twitch. Let's go ahead and go on Twitch real quick. Let me just go ahead and see. You can even see that my Restream bot put it over here too. And again, inside this software, you set up your Restream bot. Everything's good to go. So basically, you just go, I'm just going to go, how's everyone's day? I don't know if anybody's going to even answer me this, but here you go. Let's do that. And then look at that. RA visuals from Twitch. How's everyone's day? Just showing you guys a quick example that your chats, all that kind of stuff goes through. And if you use Streamlabs like me and you set up alerts and all that kind of stuff, or timers that have like, hey, like subscribe to the channel, blah, 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 that will all come through too. All you got to do is make sure the bot is set up the way it should be and you're good to go. So as far as that goes, man, is if Restream is integrated into your stream like this, all of your alerts and all that will go to the same chat and it will all stay inside your stream. So again, that's why I use this software, you guys. It's really awesome, gets everything going. And guys, again, if you don't want to even have to use OBS, you can always go to Restream, use their live studio, and take care of it that way. So yeah, that's pretty much it, you guys. I hope you guys enjoyed taking a look at how I actually use all of my stuff together, the hardware and the software, and how I just basically start streaming every single time that you guys see me go live. So that's really it, you guys. That's all I ever do. So yeah, if this was helpful for you guys, make sure you guys leave it down below and let me know. And yeah, I'm gonna leave you guys with just a little bit of footage from tonight's stream. So if you guys were on tonight's stream and you guys happen to maybe donate, you guys maybe commented, you guys might be in the video. So here we go. I'm gonna leave some cool moments from tonight's stream. Well, yeah, last night's stream. You guys will be seeing this tomorrow, so last night's stream. There you go. Anyway, have a good one, you guys. I'll see you in the next video. Come on, let's go. Let's go. Everybody, just keep it going. Keep it going. Keep it going. Guys, I'm putting this in a video tomorrow. You got sound off. Come on. I need some chat going up and down. There we go. Okay. I like it. Let's go. Keep it going. Keep it going. Come on, come on, come on. TV. Help me, TV. There we go. There we go. Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh boy. Come on. Come on. Okay, okay, okay. Come on, run, 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 run. Run. You're not running fast enough, little boy. Come on. There we go. Get in there. Okay. Slide down. Into the muck. Let go. There we go. Okay. Oh boy. Okay. Hide. Yep. There we go. Okay. Can I do my best Travis Scott impression? How does he? How does he even sound? I honestly don't even remember. What does he sound like? I can't remember Travis Scott. What is name one of his songs, or like one of his what does Travis Scott do? Is he the guy that was like in the Sprite commercials or whatever? With like, he had like the really cool looking like red braids in his hair. I can't remember. Is he the guy that's like straight up? Yeah. I bet that was really awkward since this game is so quiet too. Okay, he backed off. Good. That's it. I'm done. That's it. I'm done.